Are you that guy who just hides out and doesn't assert himself in his relationship? Maybe you fear there's going to be a penalty if you do, or you've had a track record where you've seen that's been the case. I'm Stuart Matola, men's relationship coach, and this is precisely what I help men with. And I'm going to give you a tool in this video that's going to help you flip that dynamic so you're actually asserting yourself confidently without fear of being the jerk or the aggressor, and having her love you more for it. And this is precisely what I did with a client of mine recently. And for confidentiality reasons, I'm going to call him Roger. And so Roger was a kick-ass six-figure executive at work. He was confident. He had no problem asserting himself there. But then when it came to home, it was like he just flatlined. He was that typical guy who would say, whatever you want, honey. You know, he thought if he was handling the material things, it was enough for her just to get what she wanted. But what he found out was that it was not working. It was causing this inner compression within himself where he felt like he was betraying himself. And it was just a bad deal for him, and he knew that he could not keep it up. Now, the thing is, he decided he wanted to go 2 feet in to go after changing this behavioral dynamic. And so there were 2 things he had to get in the room with, 2 fears. And maybe you can relate to these. One was the fear of loss of physical intimacy, because when he rocked the boat and upset her, he's like, oh man, now I lost points. Could be another 5 days till they'd have sex, or a week or 2 weeks or whatever it was. And second was the fear of becoming his father, who was very verbally abusive to his mother. And so in the fear of becoming the jerk, on this side, he completely checked out and confused it with assertion. So he did this polarity swing that caused him to not speak up for what he wanted. And so he chose to step both feet in, and what we did was 2 big things that helped him get an aha, but he had to work with these consistently, and he had to be held accountable to actually implement these behavioral changes. Now, the first was understanding that he had been seeking approval from her. Approval to even have wants and needs, approval to speak them, and approval to be okay speaking his truth. So we talked about approval versus communication. And so when he understood, communication was more about him honoring what he wanted to assert himself on, speaking it, and having the confidence that he could do it in a way that was kind and loving, and that was not aggressive. And that helped him break that fear of being the macho jerk, the fear of becoming the man that his father was to his mother. And the second thing is we created a safe space for him to actually go implement and act to assert himself. And that was simply asking his wife for permission to have a conversation. And then second, creating a space where he said, I want to speak for 4 minutes and just have you hear me. And your goal is to just hear me without judging me, without criticizing me, without even deciding if you agree with me, and then reflect back what I said. And I will do the same for you afterwards. And this was a game changer for him in the sense that now he had a space where he could speak authentically, feel safe to do it, not fear her attacking him, and know that he was not seeking approval, but merely communicating to her. So this was a major breakthrough for him, to know that he could take masculine leadership in his relationship, create a structure to speak his wants and needs. And on the other side, he noticed his wife felt so much more connected to him. And she actually said to him, this is amazing. I've been wanting you to speak up for what you want and, you know, express your feelings and what's happening for you. And he became so much more attractive to her in that moment. Roger was sick of being stuck. He decided he wanted to work consistently and step into action to change his behaviors. And that's exactly what he did. And that's what I coached him into. And if that's attractive to you and you want to step past your fears of being the jerk and learn how to assert yourself, please send me an email. I'll leave a link below. And if you're not ready to chat, no problem. But I host a men's relationship tools call Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. It's free, totally confidential. If you dug this, I'd appreciate a thumbs up or even a comment below. Guys love it when other guys share comments. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to the lower right. Have a great day.